Alright guys, it is a good morning. I want to share how I was able to use ICT concepts, the model 22, to make $70 just from yesterday. And I was already asleep before. I was asleep when price hit my targets. I woke up in profit. So let's dive into it. Let's not waste our time. So alright, this is the daily chart. This is where I get my buyers from. This is my bear weather chart for the buyers. So looking at price here, you can see we've been bullish all year. You can see the movements. We've been bullish all this year, and we've been consolidating since June. You can see it here. We've been consolidating since June. We've been in the same range. We haven't gone up and we haven't gone lower. We are still in the same range since the previous month. So looking at this, we will say that price is in a neutral environment. We are in a neutral environment. We are not going higher, we are not going lower. We have been consolidating. The market profile right now is in consolidation, as you can see here. So looking at this day, because this was the day I was looking at, and I was able to look at price from this angle. As you can see, the range from here to this low, this is the premium. Anything above the equilibrium, which is the 50% of this level, is the premium, and anything above below this level is the discount. As you can see, we went up here, consolidated back to this other block, this very other block right here, this very other block. Let me extend it. This very other block. As you can see, we mitigated the consequent encroachment. I mean the mean threshold. Sorry, consequent encroachment is the middle of a fair value gap or a gap. So we reached the mean threshold of this other block. After taking out these sell stops, let me just shift it here so we can get a clear view. We took out these sell stops, expanded going, I left a gap, went back to it, came back to this week before we expanded going higher. There is a likely possibility that we'll be heading towards this all-time high, because this is the all-time high. Price has been bullish since this year. You could see this massive run to the upside, and price wouldn't be going just up. There will be a certain period of time where it will be doing nothing. It will be going sideways. It's either going up or down, like we are right now. So this is a very very complicated market. If you don't know what you're doing here, you might as well wreck yourself. So yeah, the market profile is in consolidation. So we have established that we went below the discount, went higher, came back to it. So there is a likelihood to see price continue higher, because we've reached a higher time frame PDRA. Took out the sell stops, expanded going higher, went back. So my ideal target was to see price reach this Friday's high. That was my target. You could see it here, you could see the numbers here at 29,862.2. As you can see, this is the horizontal ray. I extended it in time, so you could see that price actually did tap into this place, but we go to the lower time frame to see what's happening. So this was my actual target. I was looking to see price take out this level. I don't have based on the consolidation, I wasn't looking forward to see it take out this high instantly or immediately, or maybe the volatility will kick in. There is a possibility it will be, because there is this high, and also this relatively equal highs, and then this high too. So there is a likely possibility that we're seeing price continue going higher. But I'm just looking to take my bread and leave the market. I wasn't even supposed to hold this position for a very long period of time, but I couldn't help it because I don't control the market, obviously, and I have to sit still and let price do what it has to do. So let's go to the lower time frame. Let's head to the 4 hour and see what really happened, what really transpired. I'm having a little bit of connection issues right now. Alright. Looking at this very place, you can see price. You can see this was the low. We mitigated. This is the range we are working with. You see price head towards the low, expand going higher. Took out this high a little bit, creating a likely equal relative. It created a relatively equal highs. It created a relatively equal highs. Let me leave this here. It created a relatively equal highs. So that is why my target is here. This is actually the level I'm looking forward to see price hit to exit all my positions. What's going on? To exit all my positions. So looking forward to this. You see price has taken out this level, expanded going higher. Then I was looking at this range here, this very particular range. As you can see, as price went down to this fair value, it just mitigated it slightly. Just look at this, just look at this level here. Just take a look at the numbers here. The low 29,100, 29,100, and the fair value gap is at 29,103.2. Just 3.2 handles. Just 3.2 handles lower. You understand now? It hit it slightly and then we expanded going higher. There is this gap here that needs to be filled. This very gap here that needed to be filled. You see your price expand going higher, came down, moved higher, moved higher. This was overnight, moved higher, moved higher, and now you see price already has hit our target slightly, and I think there is a likelihood of seeing price continue going higher, but that's none of my business now because I've reached my target. I'll be waiting for the next setup whenever it pans out. So right now I'm working with this range here. As you can see, price has already came down. It is fair value gap slightly expanded up, hitting this, filling all the gaps here. So let's head on to the hourly chart. Let's see what price has in store for us. Let's see what has in price. This is the Friday's high. This is actually the Friday's high. You see price went below this level, filled this gap, took out these sell stops, because I was looking at these sell stops. So my trading hours is at, and yesterday was CPI, if you all could remember. Yeah, it was CPI, and I actually waited for the news release before I would be able to engage in price, and I positioned around 10 o'clock New York time. My time is always set at New York time, always, because this is where the algo works. This is where the algorithm works. This is the time the algorithm operates in. So this is the range that I'm working with. 50%, the highs between above the 50%, this relatively equal highs, and Friday's highs, that's the target. You see price deep down, expanded up, leaving a market structure shift above this level, left a gap. This is a classic model 2022 in the hourly chart. Hit on higher time frame PDRA, run on stop. Even in the discounts of this range, it's from this high to this low. It went down to the discounts, run on stop, expanded going, and left a fair value gap, expanded. There is this gap here left to fill. It came back, went higher, consolidated throughout the whole session before the close. Then we saw price moved straight higher after the opening yesterday evening. Today's opening, you see price go higher. It left, you can see it left not so many down close candles here. It went higher, straight to 29,862.2 level, because that's where my target is. And we could see price here, we went up this gap, this other block. You can see this down close candle here. This was where my eyes are. I was actually looking at this relatively equal highs resting below this level, because I had this in mind that there is a likelihood of seeing price come back to this gap, taking out this relatively equal lows, then expand going higher. That was my most likely scenario, like what I was expected in price. But I have to improvise, because it wouldn't do all that all the time, especially when this down close candle is here in the form of another block, this very down close candle, because I was watching it too. But this is my target. This is the draw on liquidity. This is the first thing I look out for is the draw on liquidity. So let's head on to the 15 minutes. This is where I get my ideas, and would I say not entries. I take trades from the 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe even the 5 minutes. Sometimes the 15 minutes, if it shows its hand. So this is the range, this is the target. It went down to this level, went up. I was looking at this relatively equal, because there is a likelihood of same price dip here, but it didn't reach there. We saw it. This is the CPI news candle at 8:30 a.m. New York time. It went up, went down. There there's another news release at 10 o'clock. I think the S&P PMI, so I don't remember. Then you see price deep down to that other block, hitting this very other block too. As you can see, price is respecting not only this other block, and also this fair value gap. You can see price inside this level. You can see that the bodies of this candle are respecting this fair value gap. They're respecting this fair value gap. As you can see, it's respecting the fair value gap. So we went straight down to it, and as you can see, price went higher, came down, went higher again, consolidated, took out this level, expanded, created a fair value gap, went inside it, came to it one more time, and expanded before we reached our target this morning. So let's head on to the 1 minute time frame and see what price gave me before I was able to execute. I'm having a little bit of connection issues right now. That is why my is slow. So looking at this, you can see this range. I was watching this range. I was also looking at this level here, but there is a likely scenario could reach this level. Look at that hourly order block. Watch what price did around it. It went straight up, hit this gap, expanded, going lower, came back up, consolidated a little bit, expanded, went lower. All through this time I was on the sidelines doing nothing. You see price go down, hit this other block, went further down to this very other block in the hourly time frame. As you can see, price hit it, came back up, hit it one more time, and then we expanded. See how it respected this level. Not even the bodies were close below this very level. It was wicked, came back again, wicked it again, came back, wicked it the third time before we expanded to the upside. So now, as you can see, it looked magnificent here, watching price. So I was able to look at price after this level. I waited for my confirmation. I saw price hit this level. I saw what it did here. I went higher up, so waited for price to give me a shift in market structure. As it shifted the market structure, I changed the scenario to bullish. I was now looking for higher prices. My first target was to see price take out this very high, then to the high that to the Friday's high that I was pointing out, which was my drawing liquidity. So as I saw this price, this is the classic model 2022 run on stop, expansion, fair value gap, the retracement, you enter. I was able to enter around this level at 10:24 a.m. New York time. This was when I executed my position. Price went up, came back to my position again, went up again, came down, filled this gap. Let me erase this one and this one too. Came here, filled this gap, took out these sell stops, expanded, as you can see, So this was where my position was. This was I took this trade in the first fair value gap that it retraced back to at 1024. This was where I positioned myself. This is where I positioned myself. When lower expanded, came back to it, hit this fair value gap one more time, expanded, it went higher, higher before we could hit this level. Well, I didn't wait for this level to be mitigated before I exited my position, because I wouldn't let a few points to make me lose out on a supposed good movement, because from here to here, that's a whole lot of points covered. That's a whole lot of handles covered. So I closed my position. I already had hit my target based on the risk to reward, so there is no need waiting for price. Just a few points, like I think I closed around here also. Yeah, just a few points to the target. There is a likelihood to see price continue go higher too. So, but that's by the way, That's by the way, because I don't care at all. I don't care. So that was it. That was simply it. I waited for this fair value gap before I was able to position going higher, and that's that. Thank you all, and expect more videos from me coming soon. Peace.